And yeah, it's going to vary DAO to DAO, because that's actually something that I think a lot of DAOs are reflecting on, is how easy is it for people to kind of transfer lurkers into contributors? How easy is it for people to just jump in and get involved? And then, like you were saying, Giovanni, like the discords are daunting at times, especially when you jump in and things are already active. And so I guess what I would recommend is to also be active. Even like, what is it, like fake it till you make it? Just jump in and pretend that you've been there and you're doing it. So just be like, hey, what's up with this? Like, do you, like, you see something that's maybe it's a bounty, or do you see an idea tossed in? Whatever you're interested in, latch on to that, in the same way that, like I said, as somebody who's like a facilitator at a DAO, we're looking for people who are interested in things. Do the same thing on the other side. If you see something that interests you, like you were mentioning, whether it's a film or something like that, then jump in to that talking point, jump into that discussion. If that's not easy, because it's not always possible, I would say speak to somebody who is already contributing. So if you're in a DAO and you see someone's name, you see Mel go by in the chat quite a lot, reach out to that person, say, oh, at Mel, like, I'd love to talk to you about da 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 da. And then hopefully you get a response. Like, just be, and I know it's easier said than done, actually, because I've also been the one who's joining DAOs and trying to find my way in. And so if those two avenues are proving just a bit unsuccessful, then I would reach out to, most DAOs usually have like some type of info page or something where they tell you about like the community manager and all these different people's names. I would reach out to the community manager directly and say, hey, like, I am super interested in being involved. I have this and this and this background, and I would like to do X, Y, and Z. Or if you don't have a specific thing you want to do, just let them know that like you're available and you have a bit of time each week and you'd love to be a contributor to the DAO. Is there a place where you can begin contributing? And so if those three things are not going super well, then I would consider also that this DAO might not have the best onboarding structure for getting people to contribute, whether it's they're too busy, there's a lot going on, or things are getting lost in the shuffle. And so I would kind of just let those hooks sit there and then begin trying to contribute somewhere else, because sometimes it is just on the facilitators end, not being able to respond, not being able to keep up and things like that. And so you don't want to sit there and just be like harping on it too long. So yeah, definitely do diversify and then go into other DAOs and try to contribute there. But yeah, just being active hopefully will get you your in.
Thank you. Great response. Andre, do you have anything to add before I switch topics?
Yeah, though let's see if I'm. Yeah, I think those are really valid points around like just going to the community, just play around. I like it, like how you started like by eh, with like Clubhouse group chats, and then you start understanding. And I'm more curious, like if you would be like your day one today, where would you start?
Ooh, that is a great question. If today was my day one, I would start on Twitter Spaces. So in the same way that Clubhouse allowed me to kind of take a back seat and also see the people who were, navigating these moving parts. I was able to like click on profiles and get to know what people were doing and what they were interested in. I think that's what Twitter Spaces has become. You get to listen to people talk. And if you think that you like their ideology or you like something that they were talking about, you have that easy access point to reach out, whether it's through a DM or just going to their page and hitting follow. But you're passively able to get a lot of information just by listening to people talk, right? Obviously, you want to, use discernment and understand that like they are just people talking. So in everything, do your own research. But I would definitely jump onto Twitter Spaces, I think, and just probably meet people there. I think crypto Twitter is super, super active, and it's the best place to be at this point to get knowledge or to build a network.